Hello, hello. This is Pattyjo. Day 11. Ugh. Day 11 of the trial. This is after those hearings where he made a fool out of himself. Like, that's news to nobody. Oh my gosh. Okay.
At any time that temperature is too cold for you, let me know and we can have that adjusted.
So Casey's coming back on.
Attorney Opera, you may call your next witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state would recall Detective Tom Casey.
Good morning, Detective Casey. Please make your way to the witness stand. When you get there, please remain standing. Raise your right hand, and Teresa will swear you in.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Please have a seat. Please state your first and last names for the record.
Thomas Casey.
Thank you. Go ahead, Attorney Opera.
Thank you. Detective Casey, I'd like to begin by asking you to refer to the item behind you. There's a large poster board there. If you could please place that on the easel and identify the exhibit number for the court.
It's exhibit number 15.
Thank you. And we've had testimony about this exhibit throughout the trial. Is that right, sir?
Yes, we have.
All right. Your role in this case was what, sir?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
Initially, I was on traffic control for the parade. Shortly after the incident happened, I was assigned as lead detective for the case.
Were you the individual who created this map, State's Exhibit number 15?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Wow.
And I would like you to talk a little bit about how victims were identified in this case.
Objection leading.
Overruled. Foundational. The witness may answer.
So at least initially, can you tell us, like, in the day or two after the parade, what happened?
Objection leading.
Overruled. You may answer.
How is that leading? She gives him a parameter and asks him what happened. That's not leading. That's saying what happened in this parameter. Sorry.
So initially, that night, we knew that the victims were taken to different hospitals around the area, generally 5 different hospitals. So at the beginning, we began by having detectives assigned to each hospital. WAUKESHA Memorial Hospital received the most patients, so they also had a lieutenant that was assigned there as a team leader. As the patients came in, they were identified by detectives. The hospitals also provided us with lists of patients that they had, and we went through those lists and tried to identify people that came in and were being treated.
And then eventually, were there follow-up interviews conducted with these individuals?
Yes, there were.
What if the individual was a person under the age of 18?
Objection leading.
Overruled. You may answer.
If the person was a minor under 18, then we would reach out to their parents, talk to the parents. Some of the kids weren't able to talk to us, but we got the majority of their statement from their parents.
Okay. And do you believe that the names on Exhibit 15 truly reflect all the injured victims that you were able to identify in the course of this investigation, sir?
Objection speculative.
No, I do not.
Hold on. There's been an objection. It's overruled, and the witness will repeat his answer.
No, I do not.
Can you explain that?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
Just because of the scope of the investigation, we had so many people that were hurt, we had to come up with some kind of parameters to limit the people that we would call victims. One of those parameters is that they had to receive treatment at a hospital. Another one is that they had to be in the street when their injuries occurred. So there are some people that were injured, maybe on the sidewalk, trampled by the crowd, or received injuries that they didn't get hospital care from. You know, and unfortunately, I learned later on there was even a person that was in the band that somehow we missed her being reported that she received a broken leg. So there are some that are not on the map, but all the people that have been charged are on the map.
So you mentioned people.
I'm gonna reiterate what he said. In a multiple, or this is mass casualty, which has to do with the number of people versus the resources available. We look at the people who are directly impacted, the ones who were hit by the vehicle, the ones who were hit and injured by the vehicle, things like that. But let's broaden out who a victim is here in this. As they start running, maybe I trip and fall. As I start running, maybe I have an asthma attack. I would not have had that if not for the actions of monster troll smurf demon Darrell. Okay, that may have been completely under control. I may not have fallen and hurt myself had I not been running away from him stomping through WAUKESHA. So there are impacts, and then there's the people who were impacted psychologically. That's not quite so easy to prove in a court of law. But I'm not sure it's totally necessary given the gravity of the sheer number of people that he directly impacted. But there are tons and tons of people, and I would even challenge that we are impacted because we are still watching this, because we can't stop watching this train wreck. It has impacted us. It is everything that you do, say, and come in contact with impacts you. Everything he has said and did in his life has impacted people negatively. Net negative.
People on the sidewalk, we did have some spectators testify in the trial, correct?
Objection leading.
Overruled foundational.
Correct, but they were more in the roadway or on the curb, not on the sidewalk, or not running away from the incident when it happened.
I see. So, was, in your mind, when you were leading this investigation, trying to identify victims, what was the importance of the SUV in the injuries that were caused?
Objection leading.
Sustained as to the form of the question. Please rephrase.
Why were the spectators that are on this map included?
Because they were directly contacted by the SUV that came down the street.
If a person were injured because they were trampled by the crowd, are they on this map?
We
Objection
exclude those.
speculative.
Overruled.
Speculative.
Detective may answer.
Those people were excluded from the map.
There were some people like that, right?
Yes, there
Objection
were.
leading.
Okay.
Please make
Sorry.
sure. Thank you. I'll allow his answer to stand. Next question.
All right. I'd like to put up for you exhibit number 32, which has been previously identified. I'm sorry, admitted.
I'm sorry, you said 32? Yes. You said 32? Okay, thank you. Sorry, I just missed it. Just to the witness or published, because it's been received.
Yes, we are going to publish this, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
But I
Permission
do-
granted.
Okay, thank you. And while we're waiting for it to come up in the jury box,
I don't have it on my screen.
Oh, heaven no
You may
man.
take a second, come on.
Me.
If it's not, let's check the cables.
Pay attention to me.
We don't have
Yeah.
it either.
I can
Does
see it. The
Darrell
witness can
stomp?
see it.
Better known
Okay.
as the Goblin Stomp.
Thank you for letting us know, sir.
it's just the front tables, the back tables on, Your Honor.
Hold on. I'm gonna stop source for a second.
Look at his face. Ugh. Ew. Stop acting like such an entitled little twit. Ugh.
I know.
No, you're spinning me. Me. Don't mess it
Anything?
up. That's not true.
You can see it on the
look at
screen
this.
though,
I
right,
shake
sir?
my head. I
On the s-
shake my head.
There's screen, obviously,
Part
on
of
the far
the
side of the
goblet
courtroom, and then to your right.
It's always better on here because
I understand. We'll get our
It's
tech guy
better
over here
than
to
what I
look at it,
wanted.
but it's previously been received, and we can see it on the two other monitors. So for now, we're gonna
Grow
continue.
up,
If
Darrell.
there's anything new, I'll make sure to pause. Go ahead.
Detective Casey, I want to focus your attention specifically as to the extreme dance team.
Oh my goodness.
We heard testimony about several of the girls on the team being struck and injured. Do you remember that testimony, sir?
Yes, I do.
Overruled, it's foundational. The answer may stand.
Do you know if there were other people associated with the extreme dance team that were injured?
Objection speculative.
Spaghetti.
Overruled, he may answer.
Spaghetti.
Yes, I do.
And do you know the names of these people?
Objection. Hearsay.
Overruled, he may answer.
Yes, I do.
What were their names, please?
Kathleen
Objection.
Pellmeyer.
Speculation.
Overruled, he may answer.
Go ahead, sir.
Kathleen Pellmeyer, Jennifer Stover, and Mitchell Lampine.
What was their role with the dance team?
Go ahead.
Jennifer and Kathleen were support people. Jennifer's daughter was marching the parade. And then Mitchell was there to hand out candy with his stepmom.
Okay. I'm going to now play, it's still not being displayed on our tables, Your Honor, but it is displayed on the two large monitors in the courtroom. So do I have permission to proceed?
Which exhibit?
This is 32.
Oh, yes. If we get to a new one that hasn't previously been received, then
Yes.
I will
Okay.
pause to get
All
the
right.
tech people in.
All right. And
Go ahead.
Objection
Bailiff.
to relevancy.
Overruled.
The bailiff confirmed it's on in the jury box, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right, please play. From the 32-second mark, I'm sorry, 35-second mark to 47 seconds.
How long is the exhibit?
Looks like it's 1:23 according to what I can see on my monitor.
Definitely.
It is 123 total. We're only playing this 12-second clip from 35 to 47.
Thank you.
Baby.
And please pause. Do you see any of the individuals you were just testifying about enter the screen, sir?
Objection speculative.
Spaghetti.
Overruled, he may answer.
Yes, I do.
Could you identify them by using the touch screen?
Objection leading.
Overruled, he may answer.
Identify.
I'm going to draw one big circle.
Okay?
It has two individuals. It has Jennifer and Kathleen. Kathleen has the red jacket on, and directly to her left would be Jennifer in a black jacket.
Okay. A little hard to see right now, but as they
Very hard to see.
as they
Keep
walk,
going.
could you see two people walking there, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Please clear the screen and continue playing.
It's not a discussion, Darrell.
And pause. And I'm sorry because I can't see the counter, Your Honor.
It is at 44 seconds.
44 seconds. Thank you. Paused at 44. Do you see anybody else that you just testified to in the video at this point, sir?
Objection speculation.
Overruled, he may answer.
Yes, I do.
And who is that?
Leading.
Mitchell.
Objection.
Overruled.
Mitchell Lampine.
Please circle Mitchell. Did you know Mitchell's approximate age?
Objection speculative.
Overruled.
I believe he's about 10.
Okay. All right, we can take down 32. Did this video goes on to show the red SUV drive through the extreme dance team, correct?
Objection leading.
It's foundational. Your Honor.
Overruled, it's foundational, it's previously been received. Go ahead.
Yes, it does.
To your knowledge of this video, sir, did those individuals, Mitchell and Ms. Stover and Ms. Pellmeyer, remain along the left side of the road there as the SUV went through?
Objection leading.
Overruled, the witness may answer.
They were hit by the vehicle and then moved to the left.
Let's take a pause for a second. We
Yes.
have our IT experts. Hopefully I can get this figured out.
It's a lot of pressure.
Go ahead.
Could you put something on the screen that's okay to you for the moment?
Next one will be 132 if you want to. Oh, I'm sorry, 55.
It's on our screen.
It's on now.
Hold on, let's make sure. Do you have it now, sir? Yes?
Yes.
Oh, good, great. It's on mine, it's on the witness.
Do they have it too?
All right.
Just
Thank
like
you.
real life. You call the help desk and they show up and now it works. Yeah.
Jury monitors, we're working. It's not, hold on, let's make sure. It was just working. There's a delay.
Well, maybe next time I'll just take this down the whole, take it down the whole back on.
Are they still off?
Sometimes they take like.
It can take 30 seconds.
What exhibit is this one?
This is 55.
All right, it's not. Very good. We're up and working. And 55's previously been received, so go ahead.
All right.
Objection to the relevancy of 55.
Noted, overruled. Go ahead, Attorney Alper.
Detective Casey, Exhibit 55. Can you see at the end of the road there, or the top of the screen, what unit is involved in Exhibit 55, please?
Yes.
Please tell us.
Objection leading.
Overruled.
It is the dancing grannies that are approaching from the right.
Okay. And one of the dancers, we have her testimony that was involved with the grannies was a woman by the name of Lola Hospital. Is that correct?
Objection leading.
Overruled. It's foundational. The witness may answer.
Yes, she was.
Is there video showing Miss Hospital being struck by the SUV?
Objection leading.
Sustained as to the form of the question. Please rephrase.
Sure. Is the exhibit, you've seen Exhibit 55 before?
Yes, I have.
Are you able to identify Miss Hospital, yes, Lola Hospital in Exhibit 55, sir?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
Yes, I am.
All right. We're going to play the clip, Your Honor, from from 4 seconds to 8 seconds at 50% speed, and it is zoomed in on the middle of the road where the dancing grannies are located.
All right, go ahead. Thank you.
Please describe for the jury what you just saw in the video, sir.
Objection leading.
Overruled.
I saw the red SUV driving westbound on Main Street, approaching the dancing grannies and hitting Lola Hospital and then striking 2 other dancing grannies.
When you say hitting Lola Hospital, what did you see?
Objection leading.
Overruled. You may answer.
I saw the left side of the car come in contact with her, and then her body moved to her left after.
Did Miss Hospital report any injuries to the WAUKESHA Police Department?
Objection leading.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Yes, she did.
All right, sir. I'd like to now ask that Exhibit 118 be published for the jury. This has previously been admitted.
Permission granted.
Objection to the relevancy of 118.
It's previously been received. Go ahead.
Sir, do you recognize the item shown in Exhibit 118?
Yes, I do.
And in addition to the photograph, have you had an opportunity to examine that item or items
Objection leading.
personally?
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Yes, I have.
And Mr. Johnson from the crime lab testified about these items yesterday, but I'd like you to tell the jury what you remember of these items, please.
Objection leading. first part of the question.
Overruled, the witness may answer.
So this is the red SUV that was used in the parade attack. This is a picture of it taken after. I remember a hood from a white jacket and a hat, a black hat with snowflakes on it, being pressed in between the hood and the windshield wiper of the vehicle.
Objection to it being called an attack. I think that's a disparaging remark. for the record.
Disparaging makes me look bad.
The objection is noted, and the answer will stand.
I can't separate I can't separate this. Oh my gosh. Okay. First of all, I'm looking at this and this is disturbing because at this point we know what this is. This is something that was on someone's head. It's a hood that was attached to the coat and a hat attached to a head. And when it came barreling onto his hood, he knew what he was doing, slammed on his brakes, and so the person slid off and then ran the person over. I'm not sure you can separate yourself from that anger, confusion. People get jumpy when a pebble hits their windshield. You know, you jump. This is a normal emotion. What were his normal emotions? None. Nothing. He's emotionally soulless. But then, and then he's going to object because he's got no legal basis for these objections, as usual, you know, but as a surprise to nobody. There's no legal basis for his objections. He's just objecting to interrupt. But he basically objected because their question and his answer made him look bad. That made me look bad when he called it an attack. Well, either you're saying it wasn't you, or you're saying it wasn't an attack. He's trying to use every defense. It's ridiculous, and he really pulls no defense out of it.
I will instruct the witness to simply describe what he is seeing without further
Descriptors.
characterizing it, as it will be up to the jury to determine the facts in this case. Go ahead.
Thank you. When you saw these items on the hood of the red SUV, did you later come to recognize where they may have come from?
Objection, lady.
Speculative,
Overruled, the witness may answer.
but he did
Yes, they
discover
did.
where they came from.
What did
But
you
that would be the
determine?
wrong objection.
I determined that they were the jacket, hood, and hat that Virginia Sorensen was wearing while she was walking in the parade.
Like to display to the witness only, please, Exhibit 177. This has not yet been received, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead, please.
Is 177 on your screen, sir?
Yes, it is.
And what do you see in Exhibit 177?
Objection, lady.
Overruled.
I see two dancing grannies carrying a Milwaukee dancing granny sign, and the woman on the left is Virginia Sorensen, and she's wearing a black hat with snowflakes, wearing a white jacket with a hood on it.
Move to admit 177 and permission to publish, Your Honor.
Objection to the relevancy.
The objection is overruled. Exhibit 177 is received. Permission to publish is granted.
Is that 177?
177, yes. Go ahead. And if the jurors will let me know when it's in the jury box as well, please. All right, thank you. It's there.
And again, just so we're clear on the record, please circle Virginia Sorensen and the hat in this picture.
Objection, lady.
Overruled.
That is Virginia, and then this would be the Captain Hood that I believe was found on the SUV.
Detective Casey, there were many videos that have been shown to this jury, correct?
Objection. Leading.
It's foundational, Your Honor?
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Yes, there has been.
To your knowledge, are there any videos that display the license plate of the red SUV as it goes along the parade route?
Objection. Leading.
Overruled.
Yes, there are.
Is it possible to capture a screenshot from those videos to see the license plate of the red SUV along the parade route?
Yes, there are.
I'd like to display for the witness only, Exhibit 150.
Go ahead.
Is 150 on your screen, Detective?
Not yet.
Okay,
It is now.
all right. Do you see Exhibit 150?
Yes, I do.
Please describe what you see in Exhibit 150.
Objection. Leading.
Overruled.
I see the red SUV that was driven through the parade route, and it's at the time when it was contacting the WAUKESHA South band members. In that photo, you can read the license plate number.
Do you believe this photo is a true and accurate representation of the events of the day?
Yes, I do.
Move to admit 150 and permission to publish.
Objection. How does this go to investigation?
Um,
Exhibits
Overruled.
on investigation.
Exhibit 150 is received. Permission to publish is granted.
The image is a little blurry, correct?
A tad.
Can you please point out the license plates in the photo and read it for the jury?
Is it okay if I circle it?
Yes.
Overruled. You may do so.
That is the license plate number, and I read ADP 9256.
All right. Now I'd like to show to the witness only number 151, please.
Go ahead.
Please describe 151. Oh, please clear the screen, Madam Clerk.
This photo is of the red SUV on the parade route. It's just photo taken just prior to the Barris Logistics float, and the band director is in the lower left-hand side of the video. It shows the red SUV with the license plate number displayed.
Do you believe this photo represents a true and accurate depiction of the events of the day?
Yes, I do.
Look how he looks at
Move
him
to
and
admit
waits.
151 and permission to publish, Your Honor.
Objection to relevancy.
Exhibit 151 is received. Permission to publish granted. The objections noted and overruled.
I recall this state saying they had 140 exhibits. How do you get this many?
Keep going, Attorney Upper.
Detective, please describe what you see in 151. I think you did describe it. Strike that. Please circle the license plate and read it for the jury.
Objection. Leading.
Overruled.
ADP 9256.
Oh.
Thank you. It's still not up. Okay, I'm sorry. Gotta wait for the jury.
You can read that. Definitely the 256. The 9's blurry to me. AD definitely. God, look at these still shots. They're so graphic. Look at him.
Go ahead. Detective Casey, during your investigation, did you uncover any other videos linking Mr. Brooks to this same vehicle with this same license plate.
Oh,
Objection,
here we
because
go.
they called their name and misleading the witness.
Overruled as to both counts. You may answer.
This
Yes,
is
we
gonna
have.
be so good.
Could you describe this video for us, please?
Objection, leading.
Overruled.
There's a video that we obtained from social media that shows Mr. Brooks standing next to the SUV, and you can clearly see the license plate number on the vehicle. I believe the video was taken sometime prior to November 21st, 2021.
Okay, I'd like to display for the witness only Exhibit 175, please.
Go ahead.
Please identify 175.
This is
Objection, relevancy.
Overruled. You may answer.
This is a photo. There's two individuals in the photo. The individual on the left, I know to be the person referred to as Darrell Brooks. It displays a vehicle, a red Ford, and it has the license plate number, which is displayed in the photo.
What is the source of this photo?
Objection, leading.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
We obtained it through social media.
Okay. I mean, this is a photo versus a video.
This is the photo taken from
Hold
a
on.
video.
I understand the objection. It's sustained. It's foundational. This particular question, the witness may answer. Go ahead.
This is
Overruled or sustain?
Overruled.
You said sustain.
What did I say?
Yes.
Sorry. I meant it's overruled. The witness may answer. Sorry. I'm taking.
She's so hard to listen to her be nice.
Notes. I was writing the word source, and I think that's why I did that. In any event, go ahead and answer. Sorry
Her
about
mistake
that,
is
for any confusion I
honest.
may have caused.
This is a screenshot taken from a video.
Move to admit 175 and permission to publish, Your Honor.
Objection to that. What's the relevancy? I don't see the alleged defendant in
Oh, I
Your
don't
objection
see
is
it.
noted. It is
I
overruled.
don't see it.
and
I'm
Exhibit 175
testifying
is
now.
received.
I don't
Permission
see
to
it.
publish is granted.
Ugh.
Where's, oh, sorry.
The jury would also let me know when it's in the jury box monitors or on the jury box monitors.
Ah!
All right, go ahead.
Detective Casey.
He should have had his hair done before he did this video. Trying to wear these things looking like they belong to it, you know what. And very clearly ADP 9256 Ford.
Casey is person you know as Darrell Brooks in this photograph?
here. Objection, I don't consent to being called their name and leading the witness.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Yes, he is.
Please circle or X or mark in some fashion. How do you know that's Darrell Brooks there? His back is to us.
Objection, leading.
Overruled.
I've watched the video in its entirety, and I have seen his face in the video.
Okay, that can go down, please. Detective Casey, in total, how many videos do you think were collected by the Waukesha Police Department during this investigation?
Good question.
Objection, speculative.
Overruled. He may answer.
We have at least 65 to 75 files. Some of those files contain multiple videos, photos. could be 10 each, so I would say probably 300 to 400 videos we've collected.
Wow.
Or the source.
Can we just absorb that for a second? This goblin stomped through committing crime after crime after crime after crime, and almost every second of it is on a video that they've got hundreds.
Source of those videos.
Some of the videos came from different people that were at the parade. Some of them are from city-owned cameras, and some of them are from fixed surveillance systems from businesses that were in downtown Waukesha.
Were all of the videos that were available shown to this jury?
No, they were not.
Objection. Leading.
Overruled. You may answer.
No, they were not.
Have you personally observed and reviewed each of the video files available in this case, sir?
Objection. Speculative.
Overruled.
Speculative.
You may answer.
I'm sure you
Yes,
did.
I have.
To your knowledge, sir, did any video ever show a different person behind the driver's wheel of that red SUV?
Good question.
Objection. Leading.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
I have never seen anyone driving the vehicle besides the defendant in any of the videos that I looked at.
In any of the videos, were you ever able to see multiple people inside the vehicle?
Objection. Speculative.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
None of the videos that we have looked at showed anyone else in the vehicle.
These are devastating questions.
Do any of the videos at any point show the red SUV coming to a stop, a complete stop along the parade route?
Objection. Leading is speculative.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
I've never seen a video that shows the vehicle slowing or stopping while it was on the parade route.
Do any of the videos show the driver of the vehicle exit the vehicle to check on a person who had just been struck by the vehicle?
Objection. Leading.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
He doesn't even lift his head.
I never observed in the videos the driver of the vehicle to stop and check or exit the vehicle on anyone.
Oh,
Testimony earlier in this case about witnesses observing multiple people running from the car. Do you remember that?
Objection. Leading.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Yes, I remember that.
Were there multiple reports like that, sir?
Initially, there were some reports like that.
When the vehicle was found on Maple Street, you weren't there.
Correct.
Objection. Leading.
Overruled. His answer may stand.
Do you know what police activity occurred when the vehicle was found on Maple?
Objection. Speculative. He just stated he wasn't there.
Overruled. The witness may answer. He was asked, what does he know?
Yes, I do.
Please tell the jury what happened when the SUV was found on Maple.
Objection. Leading.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Initially, Officer Moss went, he secured the vehicle, did not find anybody in the vehicle. There was an initial report that saw some other people running from the area of the vehicle. After that information was given back to us, we sent detectives down to the area to investigate further to see if we could corroborate and find out if that was true or not.
After that investigation, did you have other suspects or just one person?
Objection. Leading.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Based on the information of what everybody saw on the parade route, and then the detectives that went back down to Maple Avenue where it interviewed the people that reported the people running, our investigation determined that there was only one person in the vehicle and there was no other suspects that we were looking for.
At some point in your investigation, Detective Casey, were you given a Ford key?
Objection, leading.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Yes, I was.
What was your understanding as to the source of that key?
There should be an objection there.
My understanding that that key was taken from Mr. Brooks when he was taken into custody and turned over to Detective Stern and Detective Carpenter.
Objection, I don't consent to being called.
Coudini.
Noted. Overruled.
How did you get it?
Objection, leading.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
You just stated how you got it.
Overruled. He may answer.
Detective Stern brought me the key the morning after the incident.
Did you do anything with the key?
That
Yes,
should be
I
an
did.
objection.
Tell the jury what you did, please.
Objection, leading.
Overruled.
Not leading.
At that point, the vehicle was at the Waukesha County Sheriff's Department Secure Storage Facility. Mr. Johnson was over there processing the vehicle. I went there and I took the key with me and I checked the vehicle to see if the key would work in the car.
What did you find?
Objection, leading.
Overruled.
I found that the key worked the door locks to unlock the car. I also put the key in the ignition and it turned the ignition lock.
This is devastating.
Detective Casey, you've heard testimony about the manner in which the defendant was identified by the name of Darrell Brooks. Do you recall that testimony, sir?
Objection, I don't consent to being called that name. He's leading the witness.
Overruled. Foundational. The witness may answer.
Yes, I do.
Did you endeavor to verify the identification of the subject you had arrested for this incident?
Objection, leading.
Overruled.
Yes, I have.
Did you verify his identity by the name of Darrell Brooks?
Objection, I don't consent to being called that name. Leading.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Yes, I have.
How did you do that?
Objection, leading.
Overruled.
There were a couple different ways. One way is when a person is taken into custody, we take their fingerprints. We check that against other records that are kept by the state. Those fingerprints matched Darrell Brooks. I've also spoken to 3 women that he has children with. They verify that is his name that he has always gone by. I have also spoken to his mother, which states that that's the name that he has gone by always.
I'd like to put on the screen for the witness only Exhibit 88.
Go ahead.
Do you see Exhibit 88, sir?
Yes, I do.
Objection to this, what's the relevancy?
Overruled. Go
Can you-
ahead.
Grounds for overrule?
Relevant.
In what way is it relevant?
Yeah, we're gonna find out in a minute.
To the counts alleged in this case. Go ahead.
Can you please identify Exhibit 88, sir?
This is a bail bond through Milwaukee County Circuit Court for Darrell Edward Brooks, the date of birth of 2/21/82.
To your knowledge, was Mr. Brooks on bail through a Milwaukee County case on the date of November 21, 2021?
Objection, leading.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Yes, he was.
And what is the date of this bail form, please? I believe it's near the bottom.
The date on the bottom
Objection,
is
leading.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
2/21/82. of 2021.
Was Mr., we'll strike that. By classification, can you tell us the level of charges that Mr. Brooks was pending on for this bail?
Objection. You've already made a ruling on it.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
All the charges that I see in here are felonies.
To your knowledge, was this bail in full force and effect on November 21 of 2021, sir?
Objection.
Overruled. You may answer.
Yes, it was.
And in the middle of the form, do you see the conditions of bail that were set upon Mr. Brooks?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
Yes, I do.
And I'm looking under paragraph B, the third bullet. Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
Could you please read that bail condition to the jury?
Objection leading.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
The state defendant shall not commit any crime.
Thank you. Move to admit number 88, Your Honor.
Objection.
Exhibit 88 is received.
I'd like to display for
It was
the...
already speculated to. How's that coming into evidence?
Overruled. And permission to publish.
I'm sorry, I did not seek to publish this, Your
Oh,
Honor.
all right. Turn that
I
off.
request a legal finding of fact for that.
The objection is noted. It's over.
Okay, so to my limited understanding of the law, there were some hearings that say they can't bring in past prior acts. Okay, past prior acts are something he's been convicted of. Okay, so like his past drug charges or any of the assault charges against her that he has actually been, Erica, that he's actually been convicted of. But there was an assault charge for which he was in jail early in November against Erica. He ran over her with the SUV. He was put in jail, which is the money he wanted to get from her. He thought Erica should pay his bail, not his mommy, who did pay his bail. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I mean, there were times that my kids got in trouble and I simply did not. I'm sorry, you're going to have to ride this one out. If you're going to act like an adult, you're going to act like a fool, you're going to learn the consequences of it. There were times that they got into trouble that I didn't think they were at fault. And in those times, I posted bail for them. Actually, it was only one, but anyway. Just to randomly post bail after somebody commits a felony or is accused of a felony is just, how Darrell puts it, mind-boggling. Okay, so he thinks that includes it, but two of these charges are bail jumping. Now let's talk about what I understand of bail jumping, which is limited. Again, when you are accused of something and you are held in jail, bail is supposed to be an amount of money that keeps you from fleeing, that makes you come back and answer to the charges, whatever it is. That's what it does. And you pay the money, you pays the money, and they let you out of jail to go about your business until the court can hear your defense against the charges or drop them or whatever it is they're going to do. When they do that, you're still under some sort of suspicion. Even though you're presumed innocent, they do want you to come back. So therefore, there are conditions. You're not going to commit any other crimes or any crimes. So if you do, then the bail is going to be revoked and you're going to sit in jail until you can answer to all of it. There may be that you can't drink alcohol. There may be that you can't, drive a car because it's a DUI. There may be any number of things that they could impose for the jail until the charges are answered to. Doesn't mean you're guilty of them. It just means for the period of time, from the time of the accusation to the time that it's answered to, you're going to agree to these things. One of which is going back to court. Now, he got out on bail because the Wisconsin lowered his bail to a ridiculously low amount. His mother then paid it. He got out. He was going after Erica to try to get that money back for his mommy because he thinks that the person he does the crime against should pay. And we don't think he's a bully. Okay, but anyway. And then in the meantime, he violates those agreements by committing murder? But he doesn't, but that's not past prior acts. That's not the same thing. Ugh.
We'll continue. Attorney Opper.
Thank you. I'd like to display for the witness only Exhibit 89.
Go ahead.
Sir, can you please identify 89?
Wait for him. Up.
Overruled.
Relevancy.
Overruled.
This is
This has been speculated, stipulated to as well. How's it evidence? How's it being admitted?
The objection's noted. It's overruled. The witness may answer.
I request a legal finding of fact for that too, Your Honor.
Noted. Overruled. Go ahead.
This is a bail bond through Milwaukee County Circuit Court for Darrell Edward Brooks with the date of birth of 2/21 of 1982.
Is this a different case than what was displayed in Exhibit 88?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
Yes, it is.
The second case is an argument he gets into with his nephew. The nephew and a friend get in a car to go away, and he takes a pew-pew, which he shouldn't have because he's a felon. He's a felon, so he cannot have a pew-pew. That is one of the rules we've decided, that people who can't follow the rules can't exercise that particular right. Okay, so he has one, and he fires it at the two people. Probably, I don't know how young they were, but to me, kids.
Are you able to make any
Also a
observations
felony.
about the level of charges related to this case, sir?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
It appears that there's 4 charges, 2 of which are felonies.
Okay. And on the bottom of the form, can you tell the date that this bail was issued?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
States 11/11 of 2021.
The directing your attention again to that same location in the middle of the page under paragraph B, the third bullet. Could you please read the conditions of release that were set by the court in that case?
Objection leading.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Defendant shall not commit any crime.
To your knowledge, sir, was this bail in full force and effect on November 21 of 21?
Objection speculative and leading.
Overruled as to both. The witness may answer.
Yes, it was.
Finally, sir, I'd like to put up one last item for you, or 2 items. 1 second, please. I'd like to display for the witness only Exhibit 13.
Objection, what's the relevancy of this? How does it say any foundation to testimony?
I'll
He's laughing.
give the state some leeway to establish that. Go ahead.
Thank you. Sir, do you recognize can you tell if Exhibit 13 is a video, sir?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Have you seen this video before, sir?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
Still relevancy. Where's the relevancy?
The state is asking the foundational questions. The objection's a bit premature. I'll take it under advisement. Go ahead, Attorney Opper.
Yes, I have.
What does this video depict?
Objection leading.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Objection speculative.
Overruled. Go ahead.
This video depicts the backyard at 4014
Oh, no wonder.
North 19th Street in the city of Milwaukee. It also, that's the address of Dawn Woods, the mother of Darrell Brooks. And on the lower left-hand corner, you can see a Ford Escape.
In the lower
Objection.
right,
I move to strike that. How does he know? What,
The objection's noted, overruled. You can ask him on cross-examination. You can question him about that. Go ahead.
in the bottom right-hand corner of the exhibit, do you see a date and time stamp for this video, sir?
objection leading.
Overruled.
Yes, I do.
What does it say?
It says 11/21-2021, and then it says 13:26:18.
What do those numbers represent, sir?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
To me, it means that the video was taken on November 21st, 2021 at 1:26 p.m.
And do you believe this video is a true and accurate representation of the events of that afternoon at that location, sir?
Objection speculative.
Sustained, if you could lay a little more foundation.
Sure.
please.
How did you come into possession of this video, sir?
The defendant's mother provided it to us.
Oh my God! Oh my God! She gave it to the police. Holy crap! Oh my goodness!
Do you know approximately when it was obtained?
Objection speculative.
Overruled.
The evening of November 21st, 2021.
Do you know if the defendant's mother was cooperative with police in providing the video?
Objection relevancy.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Yes, she was.
Do you know if the video was provided to police when asked?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
Yes, it was.
Do you have any reason to believe that the video was altered or modified in any way before it was provided to police?
I do not.
Move to admit 13, Your Honor, and permission to publish.
Objection. Relevancy.
Noted. Overruled. Exhibit 13 is received. Permission to publish is granted.
For the record, this is a video. It's 49 seconds in duration. We're going to play it in full. There is no audio, and it will be played at normal speed.
All right, so here's her backyard. Here's the Ford Escape. There we go.
Oh, hang on, don't play yet.
Yes, if the jurors would let me know when the monitors are displaying the video. All right, go ahead.
His red t-shirt and jeans. His flip-flops with socks. Ugh. Troll. Stomping.
Detective Casey, were you able to see any emblem on the front grille of that vehicle as it drove away?
I would have to look at it again.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me ask you this. Did you see any damage to the front end of that vehicle as it drove away?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
I did not.
Okay. I'm going to put up State's Exhibit 14 now, please.
Go ahead. Just to the,
Yeah, just to the witness only, please.
thank you.
Do you recognize Exhibit 14, sir?
Yes, I do.
What is the source of Exhibit 14?
This is a still shot taken from the video.
The same video we just saw, number 13.
Yes.
Okay. Move to admit 14 and permission to publish, Your Honor.
Objection, relevancy.
The objection's overruled. Exhibit 14 is received. Permission to publish is granted.
Sir, do you see Darrell Brooks in this photograph?
Objection, I don't consent to being called that name again for the record.
Noted. Overruled.
Yes, I do.
Can you identify or, excuse me, describe the clothing items that you see him wearing in this photograph? Oh, it's not in the jury box yet, I'm sorry.
You can state your objection, though.
Leading.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Mr. Brooks is wearing a red t-shirt, blue jeans, and he has blue colored flip-flops on with white socks.
And what's the date and time stamp for this photograph, please?
It's 11/21/2021 at 13:26:08 hours.
And that's what time, sir?
Objection, leading.
On the 12-hour clock.
Objection, leading.
Overruled.
That would be 1:26 p.m.
All right, thank you. Have any other questions, sir?
Lee Cross.
In the two exhibits we just watched, 13 and 14, do you see anyone driving a vehicle?
Okay.
No, I do not.
Do you know if anyone's in the vehicle at the time that you see it pull away?
I would assume, based on my training experience, that when the vehicle pulled away, that there was someone inside the vehicle, because in order to move a vehicle, you have to manipulate the controls, the shifter, the brake, the accelerator. So my assumption is that someone is inside the vehicle doing that.
That wasn't the question. Do
You-
you see anyone in the vehicle?
I object, Your Honor, that was the question, and he's already asked and answered. The question is, anyone can be seen.
The objections, not
Sustain.
sure what the objection was, but the answer may stand. You can ask your next question.
Let's go back to Exhibit 175. Can you pull that up for the witness?
Would the state please pull that up? Witness only or published?
Exceedingly rude.
Publish.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead. Jurors, let me know when it's in the jury box as well.
Oh, he's mad. He's mad. I'm doing the goblin stomp. Oh my god. He's mad.
All right,
just-
go ahead. It's in the jury
You
box.
just testified that this was the alleged defendant. How do you know that? Can you see a face?
Which question are you asking him? Those were two.
Thank you.
Can you see the face on the circled individual in that exhibit?
In this clip, I cannot see the face of the person that is circled.
So how do you know who it is?
I can tell who that is because I have watched this video in its entirety, and I can tell that it is you based on all of my contacts with you.
So why were there not any other exhibits that can give credibility to you positively identifying the individual in this video.
Okay, so he's going to stomp this into the ground. I think we all know he's going to open the door for this whole video to be played, which is freaking hilarious. But this is where he really starts having tantrums. And this is where his misunderstanding of doing all of this and questioning this, because he's questioning out of emotion. He's mad. They know it's him. He knows it's him. He knows they know it's him. Have you seen those like skits they do? They know he knows that. All we need is more cowbell here. That's all. Okay, this is done. They chose this one because this one clearly shows the license plate or the license place or whatever it is he calls it. You know, it shows, oh, he's such a little turd.
Objection, argumentative,
Grounds.
compound.
Sustained as to the form of the question.
Is it fair to say that this is the only exhibit photo from the video?
Go
Can
ahead.
you clarify the only one that is shown today, or the only one that has ever been taken?
The only one
that
that's
ever
the only
exists?
one that's
Could you clarify,
being
please?
shown right here today. Is this the only one that is an exhibit being shown here today?
Yes, this is the only one that we've shown today.
And you can tell just from this exhibit exactly who that individual is.
Yes.
I don't believe that was my testimony.
I'm asking the question.
From just looking at this, no, but I know from looking at the entire video that it's you.
Who is you?
We're talking about this exhibit that's being shown right now during your testimony right now at this moment. Strictly that.
Could you ask your question, please?
I'm going to object, asked and answered.
Sustained as to the form of the question as well.
Would it be fair to say that from this exhibit 175 that they're looking at right now that you cannot tell who the circle individual is? Would that be fair to say?
That would be fair to say.
Can you clear the circle?
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
And do you recall what date you viewed this video, as you call it?
As you call it.
I have viewed this video multiple times. I don't recall the specific dates that I've seen it.
Was it relatively early on in the investigation?
There have been multiple times that I've watched this video. Some of them early, some of them as late as yesterday.
Do you recall seeing this video the same night of the incident or in the days following?
I did not see it the night of, but it would be the days following that I have seen it.
And at that time, did you have knowledge of who that vehicle belonged to?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
And did you have knowledge of the usage of that video? I mean, the usage of that vehicle?
I'm not sure that I understand the question.
Did you have knowledge of who may have been using the vehicle?
Objection vague as to time.
Sustained as to the form of the question, if you could limit or perhaps direct him to a specific time frame regarding the use of the vehicle.
At the time of the incident?
Yes.
And what? And can you clear that?
Can clear
And what
that.
information was that?
The information that I had is at the night of the incident that you, Darrell Brooks, were the person that were operating the vehicle.
And who did you learn that from? And for the
Your
record, I don't
mother.
consent to that name.
Noted.
For the
overruled.
record.
Go ahead and answer.
Can you repeat your question, please?
He doesn't know his question. He's so
I'm
mad.
gonna go another route on this.
Are you done with the exhibit, sir?
No, I'm not.
So you're withdrawing your question?
Yeah, I'm going another route.
All right, thank you.
You just testified to seeing the entire video that this steel frame exhibit came from, correct?
I testified that this came from the entire video, correct?
You said that you viewed the video in its entirety, correct?
Yes.
The entirety what we recovered from your social media account. I'm not sure if there is a longer version someplace, but
Did you see the video in its entirety? The video that this exhibit came from?
yes.
And are these the only two individuals that you observed in that video?
They are the only two that I recall seeing in the video.
Did you ever inquire about the identity of this individual?
No, I have not.
Can you clear that circle?
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Okay, hold on a second. Pause. We're gonna keep going. Sorry for the pause.
Would it be fair to say that from looking strictly at the exhibit that we're viewing right now, that both individuals have the same hairstyle?
It would be fair to say.
Can we clear the X's and clear the exhibit?
Go ahead. Thank you.
Orlin.
We go back to exhibit 13. Publish.
Go ahead. The state would assist, please.
I wouldn't.
13.
13. God, he's entitled.
Can you play it? Well, just play it. I'll tell you when to pause if that's okay.
I'll tell you when to pause it.
Go ahead.
It's not up yet.
Oh, thank you. We're going to wait till it's in the jury box.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Thank you. Just as a reminder, it's 49 seconds long.
I don't think I'm gonna need the. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I might. Pause. Right there, the individual that you observe,
And you,
right here. Do you see them wearing a hoodie?
No.
The person in that photo is not wearing a hoodie.
Do you see a hoodie anywhere present in this video?
No, I don't see a video or a hoodie anywhere in the video.
Can you take the X down? From this angle, it'd be fair to say that you can see the very front end of a vehicle, correct?
That is correct.
Can you see any windows or see inside the vehicle at that time? Or at the time that we're looking at right now?
Nope.
You cannot see inside the vehicle at this time.
So it would be fair to say that just by looking at what we're looking at now, you wouldn't know if anyone's already inside the vehicle.
This has been asked and answered, Your Honor.
I'll allow it. The witness may answer.
This is a whole different.
I'm allowing it.
It's not different,
Go ahead.
Darrell.
That is correct. From this video, you cannot tell if anyone else is inside the vehicle.
So it would be fair to say that you're not sure.
It's fair to say that I am not sure.
Can we pull this down?
Can we put this down? God, you're so rude.
Wait. I'm sorry. Can you pull that back up for 1 second?
Put it
Same
back
exhibit.
up. Put it
Same
back up.
exhibit, 13.
All right. The state would put that back
Right.
on display,
It does-
and there you go.
The-
Do you want any
wait.
more of a plate or just the still?
We waiting for the jury, or do they?
It's up.
No, we don't need it played.
Do you need it to go to a certain point?
Yes.
All right, do you know what point?
I'm about to it right now. Looking at this house right here, do you see an address posted anywhere on this house?
In the photo that you circled, no.
So it'd be fair to say that you don't know the address of this house.
No.
That is incorrect.
You just said that you don't see an address posted anywhere in this house. So from the vehicle, I mean, strike that, not the vehicle. I'm still looking in the corner right here. From the video that we're viewing right now, do you see an address posted anywhere on this house?
No.
I do not see an address posted in this photo.
So judging by this, well, actually it's a video, but judging by this video, how can you know the address of this house?
Because I've been at this house before to talk with your mother. I've seen the address on the front of the house.
Judging by this video.
Hold on, you have to let him finish because that was not the question you asked. You asked him how he knew. He can answer. Go ahead, Detective Casey.
I have been at this address before. I have spoken to your mother. I have been in the backyard of the residence. I've seen the address on the front of the house. I know this to be your mother's house. I recognize from this photo to be your mother's address at 4014 North 19th Street.
You recognize the house or the address? Because we don't see an address in this video.
I recognize this house to be that address from being there.
And had you already been there, as you say, and talked to people, as you say, before you viewed this video?
I believe that I saw the video first, and then I was at the address.
So at the time that you saw this video, you didn't know whose house that was?
That would be an incorrect statement.
You just said that you saw the video first before going to the house. Did you, or did you not say that? Would that be fair to say?
I guess I'm a little confused in your question. We received the video. We know from getting it from my mother that she said that that is where she lives. So I knew that this was where she lives when I watched the video. That was clarified for you.
I follow you, but that clarification wasn't stated before. So that's fair from the clarification of how you just clarified it. Can you clear the
Are you
circle,
done with
please?
this exhibit?
Yeah.
All right, we'll take it down. Thank you.
You made reference to a key being found. Did you yourself find that key?
No, I did not.
Were you at the scene where the key was found at the time it was found?
No, I was not.
So it'd be fair to say that you were told that a key was found.
Yes, I was told that a key was found.
So it'd be fair to say that you went off of what you were told. You actually didn't observe this with your own eyes.
What are you speaking of?
The key being found.
That's correct. I was told by two officers who I've worked with for a long time, and I trust what they tell me to be accurate.
You made reference to there being a couple, was the word you used, a couple ways to identify individuals, and you stated that you had spoken with the mothers of the alleged defendant's children. That be fair to say?
I believe I said I spoke with the mother of 3 of your children.
At that time, was the alleged defendant already in custody?
Yes, he was.
Wouldn't it have been easier to just use the fingerprints that were already obtained?
Like I said before, the fingerprints was one way. We also verified it talking to his family members that his identity.
Any reason why, or let me back up. Is it fair to say that there was more confirmation needed to identify the alleged defendant at that point, seeing as how the fingerprints were already obtained?
We were just being thorough. We were certain that it was Darrell Brooks that we had in custody based on his fingerprints and other information that we had. It was just a matter of being thorough and verifying the person that we had and the name that he goes by.
It'd be fair to say fingerprints are pretty accurate, though, correct? Would that be fair to say?
I think that would be fair to say.
So it would also be fair to say that there wouldn't be any reason why the alleged defendant that was in custody would be someone else.
Darrell, you were doing so good, Darrell. Okay. So, as a lay person watching this, oh my God, stop calling me. Really? Okay, so Darrell, you were doing so good. You asked him, can you see my face in the video? You asked him, did he check out this other guy's identity? You asked him, don't these two people look similar? Because we all look alike. Whatever it is that you were going for on that one. You asked, how do you know this is the address? You can't see a number on the building in this thing. You were asking, as the front of the car pulls out, do you see how many people are in the vehicle? No, he doesn't. So you've cast some little tiny bits of shadows here and there, and now you're trying to ask stuff that is just making you look bad. You almost were like, you never pull a thread all the way through. That's sad, but now, here you go.
Wouldn't that be fair to say?
Fair to say.
Compound and difficult to follow.
This is not compound. This is not
Sustained is to the
difficult to
form
follow.
of the question, sir. Please
That was
rephrase.
very clear.
Sustained is to the form of the question.
And where did the interviewing of the mothers of these children take place, if you recall?
I spoke to Jessica Macklin in Iowa at her residence. I spoke to Angel Fitzpatrick at her residence in Menominee Falls.
Whoa. Can you strike that? Why do the names have to be stated?
He didn't want his girlfriend's name stated, the baby mamas. I mean, why don't we support families anymore? People getting married and then having kids. Ugh.
Overruled, he was answering the question.
That you posed.
His answer may stand, your request to strike is denied, and the witness may continue answering.
I spoke to Angel Fitzpatrick in Menominee Falls at her residence, and I spoke to Erica Patterson a number of times at various locations about you.
You said one of the mothers of these children you spoke to in Iowa.
Correct.
Why would you go all the way to Iowa?
Because initially you listed her as a witness on your witness list for court. So we went there and we wanted to verify what information she might have that she would testify to.
Just for the record, I don't recall listing anyone as a witness, just for the record.
For the record, Mr. Brooks, you can't testify at this moment. You'll have an opportunity should you choose.
I just wanted that clear for the record since what was
Can't be,
said.
it's struck from the record at this point because you're attempting to testify. The
Not
jury will
attempting to
disregard
testify.
that.
I just wanted the record to show
The
that
jury
I had no
will
knowledge of doing that.
The jury will disregard those statements made by the defendant as
Something's-
that he is not testifying, and it would be improper at this time for the court to receive.
He didn't pull that woman's name out of thin air. He did not pull that woman's name out of thin air. You had her name because you put it on some list somewhere. Oh, that's so funny. And the prosecution's due diligence is to go and question these people about what they know about you. You put them on the list. They didn't pull that name out of thin air.
Well, I don't think a
Go-
record should be
next
made
question, sir.
something that I didn't do.
But yeah, you just want the record
Next
to be
question,
as
sir.
clouded in your favor.
So you said you went to Iowa to try to find out what would be testified to. Why?
Objection, argumentative,
Grounds.
irrelevant, and calls for hearsay.
Grounds.
Sustained as to all basis. Next question.
Was that an attempt to prepare for what might have been said?
I'll allow that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yes. Yes. They were investigating you.
Why would there be preparation involved in someone who might testify on an alleged defendant's behalf?
Objection, argumentative.
Grounds.
Overruled. I'll allow it.
Because they were investigating you?
We went there to speak with her, so if she came and testified, there wouldn't be any surprises. We also wanted to find out if there's any background information that she had about Mr. Brooks that would be helpful in our investigation.
So you made reference to not being any surprises. Would it be fair to say that there was a little worry there?
Objection, argumentative.
Grounds.
Sustained as to the form of the question.
What surprises were you referring to? What do you mean by surprises? No surprises.
Your Honor, I object to this entire line of questioning. This witness is not expected to testify. It's wholly irrelevant.
Well, he opened the door by putting
Okay.
the name on the record.
Here's
and saying-
another thing. I don't really know what that means. I think that the door thing means is that they excluded evidence of his past crimes, evidence of his past convictions, evidence that he ran over Erica prior to this by 3 weeks, all kinds of evidence that he tried to kill his nephew, all sorts of evidence. Okay, so they exclude that evidence, they shut it behind a door. He's not opening it. He just uses these phrases so wrong. It's exhausting.
And where you went?
I will allow one more question on this.
Okay.
Go ahead. You may answer.
Could you re-ask the question, please?
He doesn't know it.
What do you mean by making sure that there were no surprises?
We wanted to make sure that there wasn't any information that we weren't aware of that may come up later that would be helpful in the trial.
Okay. I'm going to take a break here just because I need one. I know it's a bad place to take a break, and I'm really sorry about that, but I'll try to pick it up later. Random child walking around. Okay. Like and subscribe. Consider some charitable donations if you're feeling that. And I'll see you next time just to finish up what Detective Casey here has to offer, because I know it gets good.